I just finished the second expedition in Arc Raiders, and I'm going to be honest. It is absolutely not worth doing. This is a hot take, but I feel confident saying it after going through the entire process, losing my progress, losing momentum, and walking away with rewards that honestly don't justify the sacrifice. After the backlash from the first expedition, I genuinely thought things would be different this time. Players were vocal about how underwhelming the rewards were and how punishing the reset felt, so I expected some kind of improvement. Better loot, meaningful progression, maybe exclusive rewards that actually felt special. Instead, I completed the expedition and got no blueprints, no meaningful loot, and another patchwork outfit that just doesn't feel rewarding at all. It doesn't feel exclusive. It doesn't feel prestigious. It feels like a cosmetic you wear because you lost everything. Which is exactly what happens. What really makes this sting isn't just the rewards themselves, it's the cost of participating. Doing the expedition isn't just another challenge you knock out for a bonus. It's a full commitment that puts your progression at risk. You lose momentum, you lose resources, and in my case, I now have to rebuild from behind while other players continue progressing. That's a huge price to pay. This isn't just about cosmetics or loot drops. This is time investment versus return, and right now that balance is completely off. Expeditions are supposed to feel like high risk, high reward content, but what we have right now feels like high risk, low reward content. That difference matters, especially for players who care about progression efficiency. And I want to talk about the reward design specifically, because this is where the experience really falls apart for me. If you're going to wipe progress, or put players in a position where they sacrifice time and advancement, the reward needs to feel legendary. It should be something you see on another player and immediately recognize as rare and impressive. Something that communicates that player went through something difficult to earn this. Instead, the patchwork outfit feels like a pile of stitched together scraps. It doesn't scream exclusivity. It doesn't signal achievement. It doesn't feel like a trophy. It feels forgettable. And that's the core issue. The reward doesn't match the sacrifice. Another problem is how this system impacts different types of players. Casual players look at the risk and decide it's not worth falling behind. Progression-focused players feel punished for participating because the reset directly slows them down. Completionists feel pressured to do it, even if they suspect it won't be rewarding. And newer players who are watching all of this unfold might hesitate to engage with future expeditions entirely. When an event discourages participation instead of generating excitement, that's a sign something isn't working the way it should. Now here's the part that might actually help some of you. If you missed the second expedition, you didn't miss out on anything meaningful. You didn't lose access to powerful gear. You didn't fall behind because you skipped some massive reward. You didn't miss a game-changing blueprint. What you avoided was a reset and a cosmetic that doesn't justify the grind. So if you were feeling like you should have participated or worrying that you fell behind, don't. You're honestly in a better position than players who committed to it and now have to rebuild. I want to be clear about something though. I actually like the idea of expeditions. The concept of risking progress for something valuable is exciting. It creates tension, it creates stakes. It gives players a reason to push themselves. But that only works when the payoff matches the risk. When the reward is underwhelming, the entire system starts to feel like artificial difficulty instead of meaningful challenge. Risk needs to be respected. Player time needs to be respected. And right now, that balance just isn't there. If expeditions are going to continue, there are a few changes that could instantly make them feel worthwhile. Protecting blueprint progress would be a huge improvement. Providing unique rewards that are visually impressive would make participation feel meaningful. Offering progression advantages instead of setbacks would change how players perceive the event entirely. Even something as simple as guaranteeing valuable resources or rare gear would make the risk feel justified. Players don't mind difficult content. They mind feeling like their effort didn't matter. At the end of the day, this experience left me feeling more discouraged than rewarded. I wanted to come out of the second expedition excited, motivated, and proud of completing it. Instead, I'm rebuilding progress and questioning whether I'd ever do it again. That's not the feeling an event like this should create. Expeditions should be something players look forward to, not something they warn others to avoid. So here's my advice. If you're thinking about doing future expeditions, really ask yourself what you're hoping to gain. If the answer is meaningful progression, valuable rewards, or exclusive recognition, right now the system doesn't deliver on that promise. I'm not saying the concept is bad, I'm saying the execution needs serious improvement. But I want to hear from you. If you completed the second expedition, what did you actually gain from it? Would you do it again knowing the rewards? And what would have made it worth losing progress? because this is one of those systems that could be amazing with the right adjustments, but in its current form, it just doesn't respect the investment players are making. And I'll keep testing these updates so you don't have to risk your progress blindly. But as of right now, my honest take is simple. The second expedition isn't a rewarding challenge, it's a setback with a cosmetic attached, and that's not enough.